I'm a cook and I love to feed people, you know. And that mother instinct of mine just comes out when I'm in the kitchen and can't make enough, can't feed people enough.
I really love it. I don't have to cook myself and worry about what to eat for lunch. So it's already here and the kids get dessert, so they love coming.
I feel looked after, I feel nourished.
I'm relatively new in town and this is a great way to meet people, and the food it always surprises me every week. It's just so fresh and tasty, it's delicious.
I've actually got my L plates on, so it's really Nikki I take instruction from. She knows quantities and whatever, but I've just provided the recipes. And we're actually starting a community kitchen down in Newstead fairly soon.
I think he's done really well. I think it tastes good, it looks good, and I can't see how many people are there, but yeah, this is the fun time.
We started around about 19, 20 years ago, I guess, when the shared lunch was on, because that's when I joined the community house. And it was a great little time. We just sat around the table, had a discussion, shared food with each other. It was an opportunity for many of the volunteers just to get together. That was the beginning of that shared lunch idea, which led to the community lunch idea, which then came to fruition once we moved into the School of Mines, which was about 7 years ago. And finally it got to the point where someone said, look, we need someone to be here to sort of run this show and to organise the food and everything else. So we had a volunteer who did that, and it sort of took off from there, and everyone was invited to take part and to provide food or to help with the cooking. Now we feed 100 people, or over 100 people, every Tuesday at our community lunch, which is fantastic. We have old people, young mothers, their kids. It's a real reflection of the community that we live in.
Okay. I'd particularly like to thank Rod Kirby from Harvest.
Yes, just like
I'd really like to thank you for the donation of food, and what a fantastic lunch it is today.
I was wanting to do something with the food I had left over, because I only sell 2 days a week, and I thought, let's put it to some community use, you know. So I knew Nikki and we had a bit of a chat, and I said, look, I'll provide some food from my leftovers, the things that I'd otherwise give away or discard.
We actually work on a really tight budget because it's $3 by donation. So we get a lot of our food donated, and that's how we can make it work, really.
We supply the bread for community lunch. I just think it's a good idea. I just like the idea of everyone having a feed and all getting together and enjoying themselves, and I like the idea of just, you know, being able to provide a bit of food for a whole bunch of people on a regular basis, where they just get to sit down, enjoy each other's company, have a nice time. Sounds like fun to me, but you know, I'm generally at work.
There's a lot of generosity, there's a lot of, you know, goodwill, and a lot of love floats around the community lunch. I mean, you just have to watch, you know, the way I deliver the food and the way the volunteers in the kitchen have given their time, and the food's been donated, or most of it, and people are donating their skills, and when they share and when they serve that food and there's that interaction with people, something kind of flows through the whole thing. It's beautiful.
We often have random boxes of fruit and vegetables turn up nameless in the community house. So it might be a box of lemons, or it might be a big bunch of silver beet, or a whole bunch of rhubarb, but just sort of random bunches of veggies during the seasonal gluts that we are then able to funnel into community lunch, and they get turned into the delicious meals that get served there. The Harvest program is where we go into the backyards of people who live within 20 kilometres of Castlemaine, and it's to the backyards of people that have got fruit trees where they've got so much fruit that they don't know what to do with it, and they invite us in to come and harvest the excess. The people whose trees they get a third of the fruit. The volunteers that come along and pick the fruit get a third, and then the final third goes to the community. So that's places like primary schools, St Vinny's, Salvos, different food boxes, and also community lunch.
I don't know until Sunday. Like last Sunday, I knew what vegetables were available for donation, and we make something out of that. I often don't know till the day exactly what I'm going to make. I go, I'll get that sounds good, I'll get that, and I'll just see. That's how I work though. I don't know till the day. Yeah.
Freestyling.
I freestyle it.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
The second thing I need to tell you is that the town hall is being renovated over the next few weeks. So we will be having the community lunch up at the old jail.
The Growing Abundance project has taken over the jail space, which is the kitchen and the dining room up there, for our caterings and running workshops. We're going to use that space next week.
So do you want me to start peeling, washing potatoes?
Yes, washing potatoes would be great.
We're in a completely different venue at the opposite end of the town today, so it'll be interesting to see how many can get here. There's a bus going to bring many, but others might just miss out. What am I up to? I'm going to cook.
It's enjoyable just working together with other people and helping. There may be fewer people than normal. Through it, I've sort of met friends and you know, got to know people.
So I just enjoy the camaraderie around the kitchen, learning a bit about cooking. So it's just a pleasant couple of hours really for me. Yeah.
There's lots coming out of it, as well as the volunteers who get all this experience and contact, you know, with other people. Some are more isolated than others, and you know, they come in here and form great connections with one another. You know, kitchen's a beautiful place to bond.
I love to bake cakes and stuff. I find it very meditative. You definitely get a good feeling from knowing you're giving back to the community. And I'm sure it makes the food taste better when people are cooking with a good spirit in mind. I mean, you can't get any more love from food cooked by volunteers for the local community, can you?
Community lunch brings this community constantly in contact. Like the network, the weave of the community is constantly held in community lunch. People share, people talk, people catch up. It's a place where all sorts of people right across the board come, and you know, you're there for an hour, it's not complicated, and you just come and you eat and you enjoy everybody's company.
Yes, all the cooking's done now. We have empty pots rather than full ones.
It's more people. Where am I going to sit?
I wonder if we need more tables. It's amazing. This is our first day here, and people have found their way up the hill to the jail. There wasn't many people that didn't get the message. It's really exciting to be in a new place, and it's really warm in here, and it's buzzing.
You see a whole cross-section of the community you'd never ordinarily see, and it's a different way of eating as well. It's got a big communal element to it, and that's really enjoyable.
Same reason as everybody, great food and really good company.
It's nice community and yeah, nice atmosphere. Seeing sort of changes over the years, you know, it's become more people turn up, and it's sort of fun just to come in and see everyone.
And it's good for the body and the soul.
What I like about it is the diversity. Like, believe it or not, I didn't recognise anybody in the room. 2 people I've seen before on the streets regularly, but I don't know anybody here today, and I've been living here for 5 years. So maybe that says a lot too about people that live in the country, like that are in the bush or out on the periphery of towns, like I've been. But that's been nice too, seeing this whole new community.
The best programs, the programs that always work, aren't the big programs that we throw dollars at and suddenly the program runs out of dollars and it collapses. The best programs are always the ones that have started very small, have been almost self-funding in their approach, and have just grown and grown and grown. They're the ones that work all the time. That's my experience. We started with very small, a few people sitting around the table, and now we've got 100 people. From little things, big things grow, and that's why I think this has been successful, because we've just let it grow. We've nurtured it and we just let it grow. We let it go and let it grow. It just shows you how just using a small program which isn't funded can actually grow and become a fantastic resource for your community in so many ways.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if every country town had their own community lunch? Because it is the best way of keeping community together, enriching the community.
Everything you need is right in front of you, when you learn to see good things come to you. All you have to do is stop and take a look around. Ba ba doo doo ba doo 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 ba doo ba.